On Amberlynn Reid's Snapchat rant about how people are lying about her weight, she posted a side-by-side view of herself from January, where she weighed 560 pounds, and then in July, but she doesn't have a weight listed. Basically, she said, I'm maintaining, and the last weight we had was when she weighed in the day she went to the weight loss doctor, and her weight unclothed was 562.4 pounds, which is basically a kilogram heavier than her January weight. But we don't have, she didn't give us a weight in this one, and there's at least a 6 weeks difference in there. As stated in my previous video on this subject, she started out at 560 in January, was at 572.4 in April, lost 18 pounds down to 554.4, gained 10 pounds back, and as of the doctor's visit 6 weeks ago, was down just slightly at the 562.4. And in this Snapchat rant, she said, I'm maintaining, quit lying about me. And because these photos are from a slightly different perspective, I'm guessing probably a 2 foot to 3 foot difference in where the camera was when these photos were taken. Okay, here in this second photo, I cropped the January photo to show vertically the same amount of Amberlynn Reid that is shown in the July photo. Unfortunately, doing that, it makes the January photo of her makes her look a lot larger. So we're going to go back to her original photo. Yes, you're going to hear my cat Monday whining here. Now this is the third thing I want to point out. In the January photo, she's holding her hand basically straight down, so you're seeing what is normally the wider part of your forearm, especially when you get in towards the wrist area. And in the July photograph, she's twisted her arm a little bit, so you're seeing the slightly narrower part of her arm. Now here I've circled the lower forearms near the wrist, and you can see, despite the perspective and all, that this area of her body is slightly bigger. In the January photo, Amberlynn's stomach is ever so slightly flatter, which of course is relative when you're 560 pounds. And in the July photograph, her lower fat fold is clearly more pronounced than in January. Okay, I have a confession to make. When I first recorded this section of the video, I actually said I thought Amberlynn Reid's current weight was 275 pounds. I was only 300 pounds off, so we're going to call that a blonde moment. But in this last photograph, you can clearly see that her shirt is stretched in the breast area and in the lower abdominal area. Now, these shirts may be of different fabrics, so they may, lay differently on the body. But from my perspective, the fact that you can see that shirt clearly stretched in the July photograph is another indication that Amberlynn Reid is not in the 560 pound range. I still maintain she's in the 570 range, and after doing this video analysis, I'm thinking she's closer to the 575 pound range. Like I said, this is not a scientific analysis. This is just me using a little bit of common sense with a couple of photos that are not truly the same perspective, because one was taken much closer than the other. But I think there's enough evidence from the lower arm, the lower abdominal fat being slightly more pronounced than in January, and the stretching of the fabric, that she has gained weight. She has not maintained. I'm not one of these people that's going to say she's 600 pounds, because I don't think she is yet. Although I think it's time for her to find another clothing supplier and do a haul of larger clothing, because she really does need it. Thank you for watching this analysis of Amberlynn Reid's Snapchat rant side-by-side comparison photographs.